What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Dave Cave. Dave here, and today we are doing the world's first, the first ever action figure superhero draft with my good buddy, the DC Multiverse collector. Hey, Michael, how you going, man?
I'm good. Thanks, Dave. Thanks for having me. It is the first. Definitely no one has done this before. So new ground is being broken. We should
Oh
pat
yeah,
ourselves on the back. Yeah.
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 I know that people have done action figure drafts before. I know I've seen it on like wrestling YouTube channels, like with wrestling figures and stuff, like drafting their like wrestling teams.
hmm
But I've never seen it done with superheroes, so why not? Let's do
I'm
it.
I'm sure someone will fact check that at some stage.
Yeah,
But
I know.
let's for the present
Cool,
purposes
cool.
assume this is a pioneering event. How you want to explain how it's going to work broadly, because I'm not sure even I understand it, even though I'm doing it.
Wouldn't that be hilarious if, like, this whole time that you've been preparing, you just have it completely wrong, and you're
This
just
is
going
likely.
into this? Yeah, yeah. I mean, look,
hmm
the chances are you do have it wrong because
Yeah.
you're an idiot. So
That's right. Give me the broad strokes, and it might help explain for people if anyone is watching. If anyone is
sorry,
watching, it might explain to them what we're actually doing.
give you the broad what now? Excuse me.
Yeah,
This
I would
is
like, yeah, dinner
children
first,
might be listening.
then the broad strokes. Yep.
All right, should I just go through the rules then?
hmm
All right. I'm just going to read it off the little list that I've written, my rules
Yeah.
list, yeah?
Okay, but with
So,
flair, please.
after we do our little preamble, we're going to have a little chat, we're going to have a little bit of toy talk, but then we're going to get straight into the action figure draft. Now, it's a game. Okay, there will be a winner at the end, and the aim of the draft is to assemble the best team according to the chosen theme of the episode. Now, today's theme is Justice League. Right now, a main Justice League, like a main roster that you would typically see like Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman in, yeah, not like Justice League Dark or International, right? But you're
Right.
totally allowed to like include those characters if you want.
Yeah, I think it's fortunate that maybe 900 different characters have appeared in the main Justice League over the years. So I think it's
Yeah,
pretty broad.
totally. Yeah, totally broad, totally doable with like the figures that we have, the multiverse figures that have been released, right? So they have to also be like action figures that have been released in the multiverse line or the page punches, right?
hmm
Each player comes to one of these little game sessions with a pre-prepared list of figures to use to assemble their team. The number of characters in each pre-prepared list and team will be negotiated prior to the game. Our pre-prepared lists, we put 24 characters together, right?
Yeah, a
You got
roster, a
24?
total pool of 24, and it's not a list, mate. It is I've got 24 figures sitting to my right.
That's right.
Line.
Yeah, it's
I'm
a pool.
committed. So
It's a pool. Yeah.
if you see me getting up and going to my shelves, I'm cheating. So it's all here.
Well,
I promise
same
there's only
here.
24. Yeah.
Same here. Same here. Actually, one of the figures that's on my in my pool, I don't actually have the. I'm not in possession of the figure, but I am. I've arranged to purchase it from Luke N, who lives freaking around. I can just get in the car now and drive to
Uh,
Luke's house.
can I reserve? I'm going to reserve judgment until I know what the figure is. But
Yeah,
this, I'll allow it.
yeah.
Mm,
Um, it might not come up. It might not come up, and
we'll see.
that's all dependent on like chance, a coin flip. We'll see.
We'll see.
Um, Alrighty. So yeah, so our pool is 24 characters,
Yep.
and our lineup is, you can say it,
What? 10 characters. 10
10
slots in the
characters. Yeah.
Justice League. Yep.
Yeah. So we've
Yeah.
agreed to do a 10 character Justice League lineup, yeah?
hmm
Alrighty, cool. So after establishing first player using a randomizer, today's randomizer is
It's going to be
Mr.
a two-face coin flip.
Yeah. So we'll
Yep.
just do the classic being DC dudes, right? We'll keep it DC. After
hmm
establishing first player, we're going to take turns drafting members into our team from our pool. So our pre-prepared list of 24 that we brought. Players can only draft figures that they have in their collection. All right. So this is what we were talking about before. There's one figure that I'm currently not in possession of, but by the time it like comes for me for like actually take the photo of my team, Michael, I will own the figure. And I've already arranged
If I feel like I'm losing, I'm going to claim it's rigged. I mean,
Don't worry. if I have to draft this figure, you might feel like you're winning.
Yeah. All right.
But you'll find out. Okay. If a figure on both players' pre-prepared lists is chosen by one player for their team, it can no longer be chosen by the other player. So there's no double ups, right? For example, if the theme is Justice League Dark and both players have Frankenstein on their pre-prepared lists, if Michael chooses Frankenstein,
Which I would.
which you would, of course you would, you freaking would. He's kind of scratched off my list, so I can't choose him. All right, so then I have to like go to like my next priority on my list and then draft that character. All righty. Yeah. So yeah, they've got to fill that slot in their team with another character on their list. All right. Alternate versions of the same character are allowed on each team, right? Not the same team, right? So I can't have Hush
Two
Batman
Superman. Yep.
and Nightfall Batman. Yeah, you can't have two Supermen unless they're like different characters, right? You could have John Kent and Clark Kent.
Got it.
So this includes platinums and gold labels. All right, so you can have so for example, each list can have a Batman, however, they must be different versions of Batman. E.g., one player chooses 3 Jokers and the other player chooses Nightfall. Yep.
Got it.
So once all the slots are filled, the game is done and the stream or the video can be concluded. In their own time, both players will then take a photo of their drafted team and share it to social media, where the viewers or the followers will vote on whose team is better, right? So we'll take it to Insta or we'll take it to YouTube posts.
Yep.
And yeah, we'll put a poll up.
Let the people decide. Yep.
Let the people decide, yeah. And then our winners will be announced on social media, and the winner can just share their team photo again with an action figure draft winner sticker that you can just, chuck on there. Just a little.
I did not know there would be a sticker, David. I'm now extremely motivated. Yep.
Yeah, so I'll come
Bring
up
it
with
on.
some kind of graphic that you can just chuck on your photo there if you win.
I'm pumped. All right. Let's do it
So
in a minute.
Should we just kick on into it, or should we just start?
Let's do it, and we can have a chit chat afterwards if
Yeah.
time permitting.
All right. So let's go. I guess the first thing to do, dude, is to flip the coin, man.
What do you want, heads or tails?
I'll keep it Harvey. I'll take heads, man.
Okay. So this is highly consequential because I think no matter whoever wins this is going to put classic collector edition Wonder Woman first in their slot. That's my prediction. So this is very consequential. Your heads, right? It's tails, brother.
Oh, there you go.
It's tails.
All right.
Okay. Bring up the running sheet.
All right. Bring up the. Oh no, wait. I'll update that at the end of the round. So after
you're a smart man. I'll let you run the show.
Yeah. All right. So no surprises here, right?
Can I bring in my number one draft pick is the only collector edition Wonder Woman. Look, if you had got this slot and had picked this figure, I would have forfeited Wonder Woman from my team entirely. I do have another one in my collection, the Todd McFarlane designed Wonder Woman, but she would have stuffed my whole aesthetic up that I wanted to go for, and I just don't want her in my league. So it was this or nothing. I don't have the plat, so I don't know if you own the plat, then that'll get you out of this. But I don't think you do. I think you hate it. Actually, I think you're on record.
You own the plat.
I think I sold you mine, didn't I? No, that's right. You took my order. Yeah. Yes, I took yours. Thank you. So you don't.
Did you sell yours?
Yeah, I did.
Oh wow. Okay.
I couldn't justify it after a while. I'm like, I was going to put her in my classic team, and anyway, collector edition Wonder Woman. I'm off to a great start, David. So I'm feeling good. Feeling happy.
Very good. That's fine. Now this is an interesting spot for me because I'm not going to go to the character that is like my sub for Wonder Woman, because
you don't have to do that.
I don't have to. I can just save that for like my very last like number 10 pick, right?
Yep, sure.
So right now I'm gonna go a little funky, and I'm gonna go Firestorm. Right? He's a one of. Right, so I really didn't want you to pick him, so I have gone Firestorm for my first round pick, because if I'm drafting a Justice League, I don't know, I just feel like I need Firestorm on there. He's a
All
character
right.
that I've vibed with since childhood, and I just need him in my roster.
So this is really interesting, David, because one, I think it speaks to the direction that you're going to go with your Justice League. And I anticipated you might do something like I think you're going to do. And I've tried to double, triple 4D chess outthink you by preparing my list. Firestorm was in my pool, and you might
Yeah.
have noticed I just put it on the table behind me. Um, I've scratched him off the list. He's behind me. So he's out of contention now. I can live with it.
Damn. Okay. Well, look. Do you know what? Now I'm kind of
What?
regretting that I didn't put my table behind me, because that's a nice
Mm.
touch, dude.
Yeah,
All
for
right.
future, you can learn from the master.
Yeah. All right. Alrighty. So let's go to draft view.
Let's do it.
Let's go to it. Let's
All
switch.
right.
And oh wait, I didn't refresh. Excuse me, man. I've got
Amateur.
my whole process. I've
Yep,
got my
we'll
whole
figure it out.
process written down next to me, and I ignored it. So let's head back and let's go there, and I didn't even full screen it. Dave, you absolute nincompoop. All right, so here we
Go.
are. We full screened it. We're good to go.
Yep.
So at the end of every round, I'm going to update the list, and you're going to see it written there like that. So,
Beautiful.
all right. So not a bad start, Mike. I guess.
Nah.
Yeah. All right. You're up next, man. Round 2. Kick it off.
All right. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna play strategically here. And it seems like I'm being very boring, but I just want to knock some of these off right at the start. I'm going to go the Action Comics 1000 Superman from the Atomic Skull 2-pack. There were a couple of options here for Superman figures we are not wanting, but I figure no matter whether I end up going in a classic kind of golden agey direction or a more modern version, this guy will just about cut it any way I want to slice it. He'll look good. He won't
Yeah.
look out of place. So I like the bright blue color scheme of this guy as well. He kind of just about fits all the bills. So it's Action Comics 1000
Yeah.
Superman as my number 2 pick. Thank you very
Very
much.
good pick, dude. Really
Thank
good
you.
pick.
I'm going conventional so far.
Yeah. That's
Mm,
that's a very good pick. All right. I wish I had that pack, dude. I really wish I had that pack. Those colors are beautiful. All right. So
yeah.
for my round 2 pick, another one of. All right. Another cheeky one here. Mr. Red Tornado. Had to have him on my list as well. Just I mean, there's a version of the Justice League out there where there's 2 versions of the Justice League out there where Red Tornado is a main member of the main team, and that was the who wrote that run? I think it was Jeff Johns. It was pre-New 52, Justice League of
Yep.
America. Brad Meltzer started it, but yeah, he's on there, and he's also on the Justice League in Young Justice, the animated series. So I just feel like he's an essential member of like a kind of like a Justice League roster with a kind of broader scope. Yeah.
Yeah. You are going the hipster. You're going hipster Justice League. I knew you would do this. I knew you would do this. Now
Yeah.
you're gonna head fake me now, but I knew you'd go this way, and I've made a calculated decision not to. But he was on towards the end of my list, so I'm taking
Yeah.
him out. He's out, but great pick. He's a great figure, and I like the way he stands on that stand. It gives him like a unique like height profile. He like towers over everyone. It's just
Yeah.
really really cool fig. So I like that. I like that. He was on my
Yeah,
list.
thank you, man. Thank you. I'm just updating our lists now. Well, who did I put? I put Red Tornado, and I'll update that right now. So that should hopefully look nice for us there. So yeah, man, not a bad second round pick. If I had that Superman, I would have picked it for sure. But you see, what you've done here
Mm.
is you've picked a figure in your second round that I don't have. So, I feel like I'm ahead of you right now.
Yep.
I feel like I'm a, I feel like
Well,
I'm in
man,
a
at
good,
the end of
I'm
the
in a good
day,
spot here.
people are going to look at the two lists or the photos and the two lists, and they're going to decide which is the better one, just
Yeah,
objectively.
exactly.
So,
Yeah. No, exactly.
that,
Yeah. I thought you were gonna
I'm
say something like, at the end of the day, people are gonna see both of the lists and they're gonna vote for me because I
well, that's what I'm saying. That's essentially what
Yeah.
I'm saying. All right. So is it time for round three?
Let's go. Round 3, dude.
All right. I'm going to go strategic. I'm going to take something off the table for you, and I'm going to go with the Longbow Hunter's Fidgetal Green Arrow,
You're an
because
absolute
I
bastard.
I think this is the one you would go for. And it's the best green arrow in the line, and the Page Punches version and the Injustice version are fine, but this is the way to go. So I like Green Arrow for my Justice League. Um, so he's there. Sorry, Dave.
Yeah, you're a scumbag.
Yeah, I know.
And no one likes you as well.
It's
That's
true.
something that
It's true.
I've
Come to
found out.
learn. Mhm.
Yeah. So thanks for that. Thanks for taking him from me. Now I'm
Mhm.
in a tricky spot here because there's two or three that I can kind of that I can draw from here. Um, but because you've taken him,
Yeah.
it kind of influences like a lot of the rest of my list.
Yeah. I'm gonna take
Like
everything from you, Dave. Just brace yourself.
all right, well, screw you, dude. How about
Mhm.
this? How are you gonna vibe with this?
Mhm.
Um, all right. I'm doing it.
I'm anxious.
I'm going with Green Arrow's Fidgetal brother.
The Atom.
I'm
So
going with his Fidgetal. Ah, there it is. Yeah,
he was there. He was there waiting in the wings. This is the most alt Justice League I have ever seen. I knew you would do this. He was there for me too. This
yeah.
is like Silver Age Adam. This is not like original Adam, is it? This is who is this?
I think no, I think this is Palmer, dude.
Is it? Okay. All right.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
a cool
yeah,
look. Yes. Okay. Well, that takes him out.
yeah. I
Thank you.
think it is Silver Age. Has Fidgetal been predominantly like Silver Age, with the
They've been
exception
doing a
of
yeah,
Superman?
yeah. I think so.
Yeah,
I can't remember
yeah.
now. Aquaman wasn't Silver Age. He was more. What would you call? I don't know. Was he anything? Anyway, I don't know. He was just Aquaman. I think it just said Aquaman. So
He's kind
he
of a
doesn't.
Silver
You,
Age.
yeah. So generally, that seems to be what they're doing. But yeah, nice pick. It was on my list, and he's gone.
Yeah.
It's a bit sad, really.
Alrighty. Do you want to kick off? Well, actually, do you know what? I'll just
Update the
update.
slides, David. Come on.
I'll
I'll
update.
cover for
Yeah,
you. I'll cover for you. Um, so given what you've allowed me to get away with now and the road I've gone down, I'm kind of hemming myself into a vibe, and that is almost automatically taking some of my picks in my pool out of contention for being, not a great fit for the looks of these characters. So I'm committed to a road now, which is going to make this higher
yeah,
stakes for
yeah.
me. Um,
Do you know, yeah, there's one thing. Sorry, are you? I interrupted you. You
no, I'm
continue.
done.
Okay. There's one thing I kind of didn't factor when I was
Mm,
putting this list together, and that's like
hmm
how many slots I need to keep for my like core team,
mm,
like those returning characters. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
Because like you need slots for like Batman, Superman,
I had
and
doubles.
Wonder
I had
Woman.
doubles for each of the big boys and
Yeah,
girls,
yeah,
except for Wonder Woman. She's the only one where I'm like,
yeah,
I've got no option with her. But all the
yeah,
others,
yeah,
I've taken. Yeah, there are two of each.
yeah.
So we'll see how it goes. Am I up next again? That came around
Uh,
quick.
Hold on, we'll do some comments first. Mr.
Oh
Park
yeah.
is in the comments there, catching this live. What up, gangsters? What up, Mr. Park?
What up, Park?
Yeah, showing up. What a top bloke. Let's go with the metal fingers. And Michael picked Superman before Batman. Is
Brother,
that a
it's
faux pas?
strategy. It's strategy. No, it's strategy. I've got options for
Yeah,
Batman. I am flush with
yeah,
Batman options. Superman was something I wanted to stake my claim on very early on, Puck. It's not about which character I like the best. It's about kicking Dave's ass. So
yeah. I'm being so strategic that I'm picking Superman and Batman last because I want all those figures that I don't have any like alternates for. I want to pick
you want
those
them in your
characters
roster. Yeah, they
first.
mean
Yeah,
something to you.
yeah,
Yep. Yep. You
Yeah.
can see what we're prioritizing something different here, I think. And Red
Yeah.
Tornado is underrated for sure.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Top
Davidson.
figure. Really awesome
Great
figure.
figure.
All right. Do you want to kick off round 4 there, Michael?
I do. All right, I'm doing it. We're going to go for our Digital Hal Jordan.
I knew
Green
you were going to
Lantern.
pick that figure, dude.
Yep. Well, I have two Green Lanterns. I'll put it that way in my pool, and
Yeah.
this one is the one that I feel like now I'm going to go with. So that's Digital Hal. He's not perfect, but between this and some of the other options, this one kind of looks like Hal the most to me. I do
Yeah.
wish he had. I do wish he had that textured look to his suit. I just think that looks so much
Yeah.
better than the flat
Like
plastic. But
the Kyle
like
Rayner texture.
Kyle
Yeah.
and the collector edition Green Lantern, I think looks
Yeah.
way cooler. But this is a fine figure, and you'd be proud to have it in your lineup, I think, for Justice League. So yeah, Digital Hal.
Nice one, man. Good pick. Okay. Do you know, it kind of pisses me off now that you've got Hal and Ollie.
Yeah.
You've got Green Lantern and like classic Green Lantern, classic Green Arrow in your
I
lineup.
know. I'm kicking your ass, I reckon. Yeah.
Hey man, don't bloody speak too soon, all right?
No, we'll wait. We'll see how it shakes out. But I'm feeling
Let's
good.
see how it shakes out, brother.
Who's your pick? Round 4.
Okay. Alrighty. God, this is a tough one. This is a really tough one. So I think what I need to do next is I need to pick one of the main players, right? One of the heavies.
Yep.
And I think that my next one is classic Aquaman.
Classic Aquaman.
Was he on your list as well? He was.
He was on my list, brother, and I
Yeah.
probably would have picked him next. So this one hurts. This is the first one that feels like
Yeah.
a direct hit that I feel like I'm suffering now because
Yeah.
this is the guy that fits with my team, which you've figured out by now. So you did that to hurt me, and you've hurt me. It's
Oh, I did. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. No, it was intentional. I mean, that's the equivalent of a kick in the nuts, right?
It is. My nuts are kicked. Thanks.
So, cop that, and maybe next time don't be so much of a dickhead. So,
mate, I've got other Aquaman options. If I want Aquaman on my team, I have options. We are flush with Aquaman. Todd loves the Aquaman.
I know we are
Arthur
flush.
Curry for days. Yep.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
All right, updating now.
Go for it.
Let's see what round 5 brings, dude. Just gonna update this list now.
Let's have a look. Some good looking lists. Classic Hal, classic Aquaman. We had a digital round. All right.
Yeah,
I'm bringing in
around. Yeah, a few fidget. Actually, we've had 4 fidgetal characters. The last 4 characters were fidgetals. Yeah, that's
true.
Funny.
It says something about the designs they are going for. Those timeless looks. This raises the stakes a little bit for me. Because you've just taken my Aquaman. And I feel like now I have no choice but to put Flashpoint Flash, Barry Allen, in my league. Because aesthetically he's going to go beautifully with the classic Hal, Green Arrow, Superman, and Wonder Woman. This is I think the best Flash figure that they've released. Rebirth is also fine. I'm sure that might appear, or you might go retro hipster and give us a Wally West or something. But this is for me the quintessential Flash figure, and I think it goes really nicely in my lineup. So, did I hurt you, Dave? Did I hurt you? Yes or no?
No, because I 4D chest you on that one.
Okay.
I knew.
Yep.
I knew you were picking that.
You've
Flash.
gone Barry, haven't you?
No,
you've gone Wally. You've gone JLA Wally, I reckon. That's my prediction. We'll see how it turns out. But a hipster like you will go JLA Wally.
JLA Wally, you reckon?
That's my best get. I mean, you can just choose something else now to screw me over, but I want you to be honest with yourself. We'll see. Yeah.
All right. Now it's getting tricky because
sure is.
Like we're live on air. I don't want to like sit here being like silent and like counting out my like remaining core characters, right? Like I
No,
need to kind of keep talking and
you
I
just got
need
to
to
keep
think
going, mate.
while I talk. So it's like, it's really tricky, right? Because now my order's like all messed up. You've taken characters, my priorities have changed. So it's like,
Hmm.
who am I picking next?
Who are you
And
picking next, David?
yeah, tricky one, but I think it has to be
Don't hurt my feelings, David. Oh,
Captain Atom.
unexpected. Unexpected.
Oh, really? Okay,
I did
cool.
not anticipate you pulling out the Captain Atom.
Yeah. It's a weird pick for a Justice League, I think. And I think I'm mainly picking this guy because of his affiliation with the team in like Justice League Unlimited. So
Yep.
I feel like I'm going broad, like I'm going kind of like B tier and
Yeah.
like characters from my childhood, you know? So
Yeah.
um I feel like I just needed this guy on the team there, even though he does kind of, oftentimes in the comics, like he represents like the government kind of thing.
Yep.
And there can be clashes there with the Justice League, but I feel like in my team they're all working together nicely. They're all best friends, and
Yeah, you
yeah,
are
Captain Adam's
you are
in there
building a I think Aquaman is the outlier in your roster so far. The rest are
so far.
of a
Yeah, yeah,
vibe. Um
yeah,
and Aquaman is there just being conventional. And whereas on my side of the equation, it's the most boring list you can imagine. But I'm hoping it pays off. Uh, you might, you've gone. I think you've gone a bold swing. Like you're going to go the more, uh, you know, I wouldn't say B lists, but it is kind of the B list Justice League, and that could work
yeah,
in your favor. People might respect it because it's more interesting, I guess. So
yeah,
this is going to be a referendum on, classic versus unconventional. So
yeah,
let's keep
yeah,
going. Nice one, nice one. Captain Adam
yeah.
was not anywhere on my pool. So,
That's interesting. Okay,
hmm
so
hmm
where are you going next, my friend?
where am I going next? I think I'm now so deep. I'm so deep in this look and feel that I just have to bring in and get this out of contention. Nightfall Batman. Um, I have plenty of Batman options, but now that I'm 5 figures deep, this is the one that's going to fit the team the best of the two that I had in my pool. And it's a fine figure in any event, and you can't have a Justice League without Batman, in my opinion. So it's, Nightfall Batman. But
Wow.
this, I mean, if you have the black version or the San Diego Comic Con cell shaded version, you could still
Yeah,
bring him in, technically, couldn't you?
yeah.
Hmm.
Well, I
Interesting.
think I'm going a little more modern than
You are.
that. And as you can see, yeah. And right now I'm seeing how your list is shaping out, and I'm like, oh boy. Like when your team is all photographed and done and it's up online, like how hard is it gonna be for someone to be like, what's this like rogue freaking team of B-listers
No, but
here
that is it is you are like
versus
your team is like the Donald Trump of jail, Justice League teams. It's just it's irreverent. It's anti-establishment. It's you
yeah,
know, it's yeah.
yeah,
So I think it'll either it could go either way. It's good. I'm
yeah.
glad it's happening like this, to be honest.
Alrighty.
All right.
Now,
So what are you doing?
I feel like I need to put something a bit more random on the board again. So I've got 5 slots left. That's
Yep.
1 and 2 and 3 right there, and
Yep.
4, and then there's one random. I've got one more random slot and 4 that I feel like I just totally covered. So I can save those for later.
You love random
So
slots.
1, 2, I do. Uh, um, oh damn! See, I don't know what to do now. This is tricky.
Lucky we
Okay.
didn't have preparation time, David.
Well, things change.
Lucky we didn't have
Changes.
hours to work this out in advance. Anyway,
No,
yeah, go
I
on.
know, but like, the priorities have changed now, It's
Mm,
it's all
mhm.
very tricky. All right, look, here's what I'm doing.
Yep.
I did want Hal,
Yeah,
but
you
only
did.
if I got Ollie, right?
Yep.
And If I did take Hal, I would have taken modern Hal, but since I don't want modern Hal anymore,
Yep.
I'm going modern John.
Yeah. Modern John was my Hal backup. So if you took Hal out, it would have been John for me too. So
Yeah,
good
nice.
thinking.
Okay.
Good thinking. Nice
Yeah,
figure. Even if it's on that sort of funky bark, it's not that bad. Actually, looks pretty good.
I like it. I like the kind
Gorilla
of
gorilla arms
armor
maybe,
vibe.
but
Yeah. Are
yep,
the arms really long, are they?
they are. Look, well, they're almost down to his knees, mate. You know, but it's all
Yeah,
right.
dude.
It's
Yeah,
a good
yeah,
looking figure. That's only for
yeah.
nerds, you know.
Was this Endless Winter?
It was Endless Winter. Yep.
No, what wasn't the Endless Winter one with the sword? What do I
Oh no,
call this guy?
I can't remember, brother. That is.
Rebirth?
I think that might just be the rebirth. Yeah, John. Yep.
Okay. Alrighty. Time to
Yep.
update.
Let's do it. Nightfall
So
Batman and John
Nightfall.
Stewart.
Yeah, Nightfall Bats. And John Stewart. Fill up the dead air, man.
All right.
Your
Well, when
beautiful
you put it
voice there.
when you put it like that now, David, I have nothing to say. I'm looking now at the 6. I've only got 4 slots left, and then I'm looking at my available figures, and I've got to say, David, the path ahead of me is actually incredibly clear. And if you stuff it up, though, I'm going to be left with very few like options. That's my risk now. I've just got to power it home 4 more that will fit perfectly. But if you take one, which I don't think you will because of the way you're going, unless you want to be strategic and stuff me, I think I've got this one. I think I've got it consistent. I'm happy unless you stuff it. Shall
Well, I
I
plan on
pull out?
stuffing it up for you.
I know you do. So can I
What could
pull it
it
out?
be though? Like I honestly I'm looking at it and it's like classic
Mm-hmm.
characters,
Mm.
classic versions.
Yep.
Like, can I just have a moment to speculate? Let's try a bit of
Try and get.
speculation here.
Yep. I'll be honest about it. So
Yeah.
go on.
I mean, you don't have an Aquaman, and I think that long haired Endless Winter or Frozen, the Frozen one. Like, yeah, Endless Winter. What am I talking about? It was Endless Winter.
It was Endless
No,
Winter.
no, Drowned Earth. Was it Drowned Earth?
It's
Aquaman or
Endless Winter,
Endless
brother.
Winter?
Endless
Endless
Winter.
Winter. But anyway, the long-haired one that could still fit nicely. A long-haired Aquaman into that lineup, I think.
Yep.
But, and this is a big but.
And I cannot lie.
I feel like you need a Martian Manhunter in there,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't
Mm-hmm.
think you have. I don't think you have the gold label. So do you just shove a Rebirth Martian Manhunter in there? Because I don't think you do.
Can I show you my number 7 pick?
Hold on, and also just one other
What?
thing.
Go on, go
Do
for it.
you
See if you
do
can
you
pick
put
the
a
last 4, brother.
do you put a cyborg in that list? Because I don't think you put a cyborg in that list either. Because that they all just seem like too classic. Like this is Justice League from like when Cyborg was in the Titans, right? So I honestly I can't pick, but if I'm gonna pick the next one, I'm gonna go back to Martian Manhunter. But
So
I
for
don't
my
think you've got the gold level. Go.
my my number 7 pick, because I just really want to get this done, is the gold label Martian Manhunter.
You
Yep.
bastard.
Yep, because I do have it, and it's the Martian Manhunter that fits beautifully with the rest of my team. So it would be a disaster for me at this point not to get that in there, because you know you're going modern. So if there's a Manhunter on yours, it'll be Rebirth, in my opinion. That's the one that'll look good with the rest. But I can't risk it. Can't risk it, Dave. Got to get classic gold label Martian Manhunter in my roster now, so it's done.
Yeah.
Nicely picked. Nicely picked.
You're a bastard.
Can I guess? I'm going to guess now that we're down to the last 4. I'm going to guess a couple from your list.
Yeah.
I'm guessing Animal Man's there. I see Animal Man in your future, and I see Plastic Man, the Builder figure, and that's probably the 2 that I can commit to for now because I don't want to give you any ideas. But yeah, I reckon Plastic Man and yeah, Plastic Man, Animal Man are there. I reckon. Then again, you're running out of slots because you still haven't got. Yeah, you know what? It's dicey. You're either going to try and get back on the train and get a Batman, Superman in there. I think you will actually. So I reckon it's Batman, Superman, Animal Man, Plastic Man. I reckon that's the last four. Batman, Superman, Animal, Plastic Man. Yeah, that's it. That's it for sure.
You reckon?
Yep, I do.
Let's
That's what I
surprise
would.
you.
That's what I would do. Hmm.
Let's surprise you.
You're going to bring out your Animal
Uh,
Man with a custom leather jacket, and you're going to
yeah.
boast about it. And go
All
on.
right. My round 7 pick is Wally West, JLA
Wally
Flash.
West, JLA Flash. I knew it.
You
I
picked it
knew it.
earlier. You
I
picked it
did.
earlier.
You've got this really big hard on for JLA.
Yeah.
I know this. You love it, and so it's just.
Yeah.
I'm gonna predict now that the Superman that you pull in will be the blue or red Superman from JLA now. So that's pretty much a foregone conclusion. That's the direction you're going. Though I don't know if you'll bring in that JLA Batman because he's not the greatest, but he will fit. He will fit well. So that's probably what you're gonna do. But anyway, good pick. Keeping with the rest of your team. So I like that.
Alrighty. Let's update
All
the
right.
list.
So that's
Uh,
very interesting now. That is,
see what it's looking like.
we've really just picked our direction. And so can I ask you, is this what you were hoping to build at the start? Is this like what you wanted to do? Because I'll tell you, I wanted the as classic gets, like iconic, quintessential for this first round of this game,
Yeah.
for this first go. That's what I wanted to do, build a classic Justice League, and I had the figures to do it. Wonder Woman pending, so I kind of have got what I wanted, and I sort of assumed that you might do the hipster Justice League, so I thought I'd be okay. How about you?
I really wanted to like have a broad, like Justice League Unlimited
Yep,
vibe with my lineup, right? I didn't just want the core 7 with
yep,
like 3 extras, right? I wanted
yep.
to go cast the net far and wide. So I wanted different colors, I wanted different vibes, although there is a fair bit of red in my lineup.
Mm,
Um, but yeah, I just wanted to mix the aesthetic up a little bit, right?
got it.
So
You've
yeah.
done that. I think that's it's good. I still
Yeah.
think I still think blue, probably reds. I reckon now that you've said that, too much red. I reckon you might go blue Superman. I reckon you've got both of them there. Maybe you probably go blue Superman, JLA Batman. Um, I still reckon Plastic Man could pop up, or Plastic Man or Animal Man. Now I think you have to pick one of them. It's probably Plastic Man. Anyway, let's see.
I think you assume too much, Michael.
I assume, yeah. Well, shall I do my number 8?
Do your number 8 pick, yeah.
All right. This is it's getting really tricky now. I think I'm going to have to, based on everything I've done, I think I'm going to bring in Platinum Hawkman.
Whoa, dude! I did not
Yes.
see that coming.
No. So this is my interesting pick. I mean, I know Hawkman. You think Justice Society more than Justice League, but he
Yeah,
was in the
100%.
he was Justice League. He was in there. He's a member. So I think the reason I did this is just for aesthetics. At this point, he is the one who he's got a huge wingspan, so he'll stand out in a photo. The colors vibe with everything and that I've got going on, and I think people just love Hawkman and this figure in general. So I figure
Yeah,
it's a fairly
yeah.
safe, conventional bet that fits. So yeah, Platinum Hawkman. That's what I'm
It's
going with.
I mean, what you're essentially doing is like you're making like superpowers Justice League. Like old school
Sure,
superpowers, like Kenner.
that's one way to look at it. Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
All right,
Well,
nice
now
pick, nice pick, very cool pick.
I'm glad I
Um,
surprised you for once.
yeah.
Mm.
I think I need to take my pick now.
Mhm.
And so which one? Which one do you think, Michael? You've thrown.
I'm pretty sure we are getting Blue Superman right now.
Uh-huh. Okay.
He quickly
Uh,
changes his mind and grabs another fig. Yeah.
it's not.
What is it?
Blue. It's not Blue Superman. Well, technically, it is a Blue Superman, but it's Action Comics
Oh.
1000.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
shocked. I am shocked. Did you have a backup Superman in your pool? Did you have a
yeah,
backup? What is
yeah,
it?
yeah, yeah.
You can tell me now because
I
I've got my
had
Superman.
I had the beefy Return of Superman. I love that
Ch-
Superman with the
Chad,
long hair.
You had Chad Superman.
Chad Superman, yeah.
I'm shocked. I'm so shocked. I would have sworn you'd go like blue or red
Yeah.
JLA. Anyway, all right. You've surprised me. Yeah, I mean, Action Comics is such a safe bet. He'll go with anyone, anything.
Yeah.
Just yeah. All right. Well, that makes me think. Okay, you're Batman now. I reckon you might go Batmanless. It's possible. It is possible for you to go Batmanless now. Then again, you've got the Flash, you've got Aquaman. Now you'll do a Batman, and you'll probably go JLA Batman, which I think is a mistake. It's not a very good figure, in my opinion.
Which isn't, sorry?
JLA Batman. I just don't think it's a very good figure.
The
one in the Plastic Man Build-A-Figure wave.
Yeah. No, I know. It's
not my favorite.
It's funny that you say that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Round
Are you ready?
dude.
Ready
Yeah,
to wrap it
round
up?
9, go
Okay,
for it.
number 9. Number 9 is going to be Ted Kord, Blue Beetle.
Wow.
Again, because I like the character, and he's just got that classic vibe going on. And vintage-wise, he doesn't quite match up with some of these. I don't know if he was ever on a team with Hawkman. I don't think that ever happened. I'm not sure, but I don't care. I think if we're doing a team of 10, he will look great with the rest, and he brings a touch of humor to the lineup. He's a funny little smiling. He's just got a light-hearted vibe that the team needs. So yeah, Ted Kord.
Wow. See, you asked me earlier if I pick Ted Kord, can you sub in the movie Blue Beetle? And I was like, yeah, sure you can. And so that got me thinking, like, oh, okay, he's going like Blue Beetle, like he's going that route. So I thought that our lists might be a little similar in that, they might feature more like kind of B tier characters. Because I mean, if you pick Ted Kord, right, I know what your next pick is going to be, right?
Yep. Well,
so,
do you, David?
Well, I feel like I do, but I don't know. You might surprise. You've had a few surprises on your list today, dude.
We're getting down to the pointy end now, so can I guess? I'm going to guess what's next.
Go for it.
It's JLA Batman.
In a way. In a way.
In a manner of speaking.
In a manner of speaking,
is it 3 Jokers? If it's 3 Jokers, I'm just going to laugh. It's just not a good Batman. Show me it. Show me the figure, David.
You're influencing my decision.
Go on.
It is 3 Jokers Batman.
It is 3 Jokers Batman. Okay, look. Lots of people love that figure. I don't get it. Why?
Yeah.
Why 3 Jokers Batman? What's so good about 3 Jokers Batman?
I think he looks badass. And when they put out the black version of this in the JLA wave, I was like, dude, that looks like Howard Porter's artwork. That looks really good. So I was stoked with it. I really like this Batman. But you know what else? My alternate was Hush.
Yep, so was mine.
And I just don't know if Hush fits with my lineup.
You know what the problem with Hush is? Aesthetically, he's very specific, but he's also he's tall, and he just looks weird.
Yeah.
I mean, is he taller than 3 Jokers? The same basic parts, but he's a bit taller, I think. Yeah.
He's massive. Yeah. Let's
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of parts reused there, but I think he's tall. I think Hush might be taller. Okay, that is interesting. So I was kind of right with JLA Batman. It's just not the version I would have picked you to go with.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. So
very modern. You got your bat symbol on the front.
Exactly. I got my yellow bat symbol on the front. Yep. That's right.
Got it.
All right. Very nice. Just updating the list.
Yeah, well, I've got one
Oh,
slot left, David, and so I'm just thinking long and hard now about what to do. I don't actually know that there's actually all that much choice, because if I don't pick the figure I want to think I'm going to pick, it's not going to be a complete roster, and it's not going to work. So I think I have no choice but to do it. Can I bring it in?
do it.
What's it going to be, David?
It's gonna be freaking Booster Gold, dude.
Could have gone that way. Could have gone that way. I don't know that Booster needs a slot. I feel like his charm is really what do you get out of Booster that you don't get out of Ted? Like, I just feel like I can't have a Justice League without Aquaman. And it's right. You're right. It's
Okay,
endless
yeah,
winter Aquaman.
fair enough.
Got to have the core group. And you took my Digital Aquaman from me, so I'm up. You know what? I've got pretty much every figure that I wanted except for Aquaman. That's the one that you ruined for me, and it does kind of annoy me. This guy serves as a pretty good classic Aquaman, except for that long hair. It's just not what I would think.
Yeah,
But I can live with it because the rest of the design is just so straightforward.
yeah.
I mean, it's the same figure. It's the same figure as the Digital, except for the head. So I can live with
The
it.
long
It's
hair's
fine.
pretty classic, dude. Like the long
Yes,
hair is.
it's just not my mind's eye of what it would be. It's just not. But it's fine. It's good. I'm happy. So yeah, Endless Winter Aquaman.
Alrighty,
All right.
nice.
So
That's added to your list.
thank you. I'm gonna guess.
And you know what? This is interesting because going
Mm,
second, right? Going
hmm.
second and now going last. It's like I can take a look at both lists. I can see the bigger picture here,
Yep.
and I can choose, right? I can go. All
So let's
right.
do a
Yeah.
recap. Let's do a recap. Hold on. So
There's no.
so David,
There's no.
David.
Go.
You've got. So I don't think you're going to pull in a modern Green Arrow from Injustice or Page Punches. So I think Oliver's out.
Yeah.
You haven't got a Martian Manhunter, and I feel like you're not going to be able to cope without Martian Manhunter. So you might bring in Rebirth, Martian Manhunter, or um, the figure that you've got ordered on the way. I'm reckon that could be Cyborg that you have on the way that you want to try and pull in. Tell me now before we do it. Are you going to pull in a figure that's on the way or a figure that you've got in front of you?
You mean this guy?
Oh, he has him. Okay, he's in the box. All right. Okay. You would have taken him out of the box if you planned to use him. So I'm guessing it's going to be Rebirth Manhunter or Plastic Man. That's my two. I can't decide which way you're going to go.
Yeah. See,
Probably
it's
no, Plastic Man, because it's you love the Morrison stuff.
yeah. Look, I do love the Morrison stuff, and I do love Plastic Man, but at the same
Mm,
time,
mm-hmm.
I do love a bit of female energy. And my
All
list,
right.
my list is a
Fire,
sausage fest
fire. It's
to the
fire.
highest degree.
You're going to bring in one of the lamest figures of the year. Fire.
No,
Unbelievable. Oh no.
no,
Okay. I'm just going to look at my
no.
shelf. Hold on. We have so few female figures, brother, that I do not know. Are
I
you going to try
know.
and tell me? Are you going to tell me that Starfire ever on the league? She probably has been on the league. Who are you going to pick? Let's just do it. Hit me with it.
But the thing is, I'm undecided though as
Oh,
well.
for God's
So
sake, David.
I could bring in this last female character, or I could throw you another curveball, or I could just do the predictable thing, put Plastic Man in.
Mate.
Um, I could just bring
I
Animal Man in,
if it's
like I'm
not yeah,
supposed to, you know?
if it's not Fire or Starfire, I don't know what you are going to do for her, for a female Justice League member.
Yeah.
Unless I'm just missing, unless I'm blanking. Come on, make a call. The people are
All
waiting.
right. Let's do it, dude. You're not gonna see you're not gonna have seen this coming, but Supergirl.
Oh no, not at all.
Yeah.
No, why?
So
Why? What are you doing?
interesting choice, right?
Yeah, it is.
Um, yeah. Look, I I feel like it's too much of a sausage party, man. It's a sausage fest. You need some female energy on a team. You took the
Mm,
goddamn collector's edition Wonder Woman,
I did.
so
Yep.
I feel like I feel like I need at least one female on the team, just like you've got the token female on the team. Alrighty.
Yep. Yep.
Um,
I get it. I get it.
Now the figure that I didn't have,
Yes.
the figure that I didn't have that I'm buying off Luke
Yeah.
is the Todd McFarlane Wonder Woman. So I feel like do I add that like absolute like homunculus of a figure into my list just for the sake of checking a Wonder Woman box, or do I just go, no, let's go full modern, let's tell a story. Supergirl's a big girl now, she's grown up, she's graduated, and Clark has brought her into the Justice League, right?
Yep.
So
I have a
that is
view, but what are you going to do? Is it Supergirl?
it is Supergirl.
Okay, it is Supergirl. Yep, that's what I would do too. That Todd Wonder Woman is she's too specific and weird and not in the comics, and I could never do it. So
Yeah.
interesting. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So looking at our lineups.
Update. All right.
It's a bold one. That Supergirl is a freaking bold one, dude. Like, honestly, it really is.
Let's run. I want to run down these lists.
So yeah. All right, let's do your list first, right? We've got Collector Edition Wonder Woman, the Atomic Skull Superman, which is the Action Comics 1000 Superman with the like Christopher Reeve colors, right?
Yep.
Longbow Green Arrow.
Yep.
Classic Hal Jordan, the Fidgetal Hal Jordan.
Yep.
Flashpoint Barry, all very classic takes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nightfall Batman, right? Classic gold label John Jones, Platinum Hawkman, Ted Cord Blue Beetle, and Endless Winter Aquaman. The only one that doesn't fit, in my opinion, is the Endless Winter Aquaman, the long-haired Aquaman. But even then, it's not that much of a stretch to like see him as part of that team.
You're not wrong. That's how I see it too. That's why he was there. I figured he could serve two different purposes. If it went if it ended up having to skew modern because you were taking all the classics, he would fit both. So that is why I did that. But you should see all the modern stuff that's sitting on my pool here. I've got Citizen Steel, Commander Steel sitting there. So I'm like, if I have to go weird and modern, I've got Citizen Steel there to spice things up. I've got Cyborg there ready to hit it. I've got Plastic Man there. Yeah, Plastic Man, and I've got
I considered Flashpoint Cyborg.
Yep, that would have spiced it up.
Would have been a really good pick. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. Just decided against him in the end.
Yep.
All right, let's go down my list. Okay,
let's do it.
So we've got Firestorm,
Mm-hmm.
Red Tornado, Ray Palmer, the Atom,
Mm-hmm.
classic Aquaman, right?
Yep.
Which I know is the classic Aquaman, but Jeff Johns's like the new 52 Aquaman was like short haired, like went back to the short hair as well. So in my eyes, he's kind of like a modern Aquaman as well, in a sense, right?
I feel like we should be swapping our Aquamans, but anyway.
Yeah. Look,
I can live with it.
For the sakes of aesthetics. Yeah, Captain Atom, Rebirth John Stewart, JLA Wally, aka the Dawn of DC Wally West.
Yes, I love him.
Action 1000 Superman, so that classic Superman, same Superman as yours, essentially, just with the the darker colors.
Great example of the rule where we can have the same figure as long as it's not the same release. Yep. So good illustrative example. Yep. Sorry, go on.
3 Jokers Batman. And I've put Supergirl in my Justice League as a complete freaking like our left field.
You just threw a dart at your figures and it hit Supergirl, and
so
there you go.
At first glance, I reckon you're gonna absolutely freaking smash me in the votes, and I think you've won the draft.
We'll see, mate. We will see. We'll see. Actually, this is a matter of. It's going to be revealing of how conservative people are, because mine's the more conservative list and yours is the more esoteric, funky list. And that is people will have different. It's just a very subjective thing. I
Yeah.
guess. I reckon most figure collectors are ultra conservative traditionalists. That's my gut
Yeah.
feel. That's kind of how I skew. I reckon, in terms of figures, I'm not otherwise politically conservative, but figure wise, I reckon I'm a bit like that, and I reckon most people will be. That's why I sort of made that
Yeah.
calculation. We will see. We will see.
Yeah. No, I think you're gonna smash me in the
We will
votes.
see. So what? So next step is we just got to take a photo and of the squad.
Yeah.
Hopefully, people won't be judging us on the quality of the photos because you will kill me on your photography skills. Uh, you know, we'll see.
Dude, my photo game has improved recently. I
It
also
has.
on the Amazon sales, I bought like a new phone, like a phone tripod thing
Oh yeah,
with
very nice.
a little, like one of those little light boxes that
Oh,
like
yep.
turns rainbow colors. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. So I'll be able to,
All right. Well,
yeah,
you.
get some.
I reckon you can make up a lot of ground if you have. If I had to concede that you were in the underdog position with your draft, I think you can make up the ground by just taking a really funny, good, clever photo, and
Yeah,
that will do like a lot of the work, in my opinion. Whereas I can take a shitter photo, I think, uh, and the figures might just appeal to the traditional perspective of fans. We'll
yeah.
see. We'll see. I reckon you've got ground. You can do it. Take an
How do
awesome
you how
photo.
How do you think it would go if you just took like a, like a just a nice photo of your team,
Seven
everyone just
figures
kind of
standing
standing
in
there,
side by side.
just like some in vanilla pose, some like
Yep.
looking tough, with a fist
Mhm.
up, or like
Mhm.
Superman on the flight stand in the background, like
Yep.
just like a nice group shot. And
Yep.
I post a picture of my team with like a couch in front,
Yep.
Supergirl sitting on the
That's
couch,
that's the winner.
L legs
That's the
crossed,
winner.
smiling,
I
and the
I
rest
do
of the
think
team
I do think I do think for the sake of fairness, David, that you're not allowed to bring in external props. So no couches.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
photo you photograph the figures in your draft. So no
Alright, I'll
backdrops, as in, nothing fancy.
yeah,
Um, just the figures, pose the figures, however you want.
yeah.
But you've got
I'll
so
just
many
have
cool dio bits, and you'll kill me. I can't allow that.
I'll just have her sitting cross-legged on the floor then with the rest of the team behind.
Sure,
Yeah.
great. I mean, flight
So
stands are okay. Flight stands are fine, I reckon.
yeah, no,
I'm
I
gonna do
think
a
white
flight.
stands are fine. Yeah, the black stands are fine. Yeah, no, I'll just have a white backdrop, dude. I won't do anything too crazy.
All right, cool beans.
But yeah, that's it, dude. That's the draft, man.
That's it. That was
Yeah,
fun.
I think that was fun too. I enjoyed
Yeah.
that, man. That was yeah, it played out exactly as I thought it would. There was a little bit of backstabbery going on. It was fun. It was good. There was some pinching, a
Yes.
little bit of pinching. You pinched from me. I pinched from you.
I think
Um,
the challenge will be in setting future teams. I think you're going to struggle to find a team theme that is as broad and inclusive as the Justice League. I think
yeah,
it's going to get really nasty when you say something like JL Dark. I mean, that's just there's not that many releases. There's not that many members in general. That's going to be tough.
yeah,
Something like quintessential Batman Rogues Gallery could be a good one. There's just so many figures to
yeah,
choose from.
yeah.
And
True. Legion of
so
Doom.
Legion of Doom, yep,
Yeah.
perfect. But
Titans.
I will leave that. Yes, I will leave that to you to decide in future.
Yeah.
I'm just here to beat.
Yeah, sure. And
Mm,
I think you might have succeeded in that
we'll see. We'll
today.
see.
Yeah. Another one I guess we could do is you could do Titans. You could also do T Titans as well. But
Yep.
I had some other ideas as well, but I'm
Let's
totally
not
escaped
spoil
me
them.
now. Yeah, that's
Save
cool,
them for
man.
later.
Look at that, dude. 59 minutes. What do you reckon? Should we keep gas bagging for a bit, or should we put a pin in it there?
Oh, I've probably got another 5-10 minutes for you, David, as
Yeah.
always.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, let's talk about what we've been watching, playing, doing lately.
Comic
Have you
comic
been?
related
Yeah, nerd stuff related.
nerd stuff. Been watching The Penguin on HBO, the one to watch or binge,
Yeah.
whatever it is. And really enjoying that. Have you managed to catch up Are you up to date with Penguin? I think you've been watching
I
it as
am,
well.
man. I am up to date, man. That third episode was a freaking banger, dude. It was
Yeah,
so
I
good.
think it's generally getting better, is my feeling. Week to week,
Yeah,
I'm liking it more and more,
yeah,
as I settle into the rhythm of it. And I think my main takeaway is Colin Farrell is amazing,
yeah,
absolutely incredible, like just not recognizable at all.
yeah,
And I really the standout for me is what's her name, Christine Milioti or whoever's
yeah.
playing Sophia
Milioti.
Falcone is just
What's she
she's
from,
so
dude?
good. So the last time I saw Sophia Falcone in something, um, it was so light and fluffy. I think of it. I faced before in a video. I'm like, but I saw something. It's not this. She's maybe Andy Samberg.
Hey,
I get
Michael, I'm
stuck
kind of losing you a little
in
bit there, dude. You're
You
kind of
think,
you're glitching out on me. Yeah.
all right, if it persists, we'll call it. Yeah, she was in a movie Palm Springs with Andy Samberg. Do you ever see that?
Oh, yeah. That her.
That's her when they're in the
Was
stuck in the time loop in Palm Springs.
Yeah. Oh, great. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, she was
Yeah, I
awesome.
thought she was
Yeah,
really good in
that's
that,
right.
and she's good in this. So yeah, I'm
Yeah,
loving the Penguin. How about you? Watching
yeah.
anything good?
Yeah, aside from the Penguin, man, I don't have enough time to watch all of the things, but I do wanna watch the first 2 episodes of Superman and Lois, which I really do enjoy. The past 3
Yep,
seasons of that show were, like, so much better than I thought they would be. Really good. Did you watch that show, dude?
I have not got into it. This is the one with Tyler What's His Face as Superman, right?
Tyler Hoechlin, yeah, yeah.
Tyler
He's the
Hoechlin. Yeah,
kid
yeah,
from
yeah.
Road to Perdition?
I do know he's the kid from Road to Perdition.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Look, I've kind of heard good stuff. I heard he captures the sort of golden age, gee whiz, goody two shoes Superman vibe,
yeah.
which is my favorite type of
He's
Superman. So yeah,
He's
would like to
great,
catch up
man.
on it.
He's a very good Clark Kent. I mean, he's a great Superman, but his Clark Kent is just, like, superb, dude. But,
Nice. Is it a
I
soap
s
opera or is it more of like an action show? Like, what's the deal with it?
oh, look, it's got a bit of both, but, like, it's let's just say it's in terms of, like, what you expect from, like, CW shows, like, it's it's way better than, like, Arrow and, like, Flash and the rest of them.
All
Like,
right.
those felt really cheap. Like, this
Pe-
feels like it's
People do
on
love
another level.
people do love it, but I know what you mean. There is a sort of like high school theater production aspect to those shows
Oh,
where you
yeah,
feel like they
yeah,
just
yeah,
weren't
yeah, yeah,
they did probably did really well with what they
yeah,
were given, but they weren't given much. It sounds like this
yeah.
might be a step above. Okay.
And dude, I watched those Arrowverse shows for like the first like 3 or 4 seasons until it just got so like out of hand, and I was like, I don't have the time to like devote like 4 hours out of my week to these shows to like stay in the loop.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but yeah, Superman and Lois just feels like really, really good. Like, um, yeah, and I haven't
All right.
started season 4 yet, and this is the final season, but yeah, season 3 and season 2, I wasn't expecting much from them, and they were both, like, fantastic, man, so yeah, that was
All
very
right.
good. Also, I know you haven't seen Joker 2, but I
No, I
saw
haven't.
Joker 2.
Mm.
Yeah. Are
What did
you
you think of
planning on
Polly?
seeing it?
What? I will watch it. I don't know that I'll make it to the theater to watch it, David.
Yeah.
But I've heard that it's
I'm
they
sure
you
you've
know
heard all kinds of things about it.
I've heard that he made a movie that will probably please absolutely no one, from mainstream audiences to comic fans to people who love the first movie.
Yeah.
I've heard that it just upsets everybody. True or false?
Yeah. Yeah. I think it didn't, like, upset me. I didn't have, like, a visceral, like,
What was your
emotional
feeling on the
response
first
to it.
Joker? Going in, like, what did you think of 2019 Joker? Just for
I
frame of
re
reference.
I loved the first Joker, dude. I love Scorsese. I think Taxi
Mm,
Driver's an amazing film, but I don't like it's not like the greatest film ever made, right? And I think
yeah.
that King of Comedy is another film that is just, just awesome, and I feel like it
Yes,
obviously borrowed heavily from both of those movies, and I feel like
absolutely.
Todd Phillips reckons that I don't know, like he's all of a sudden he's the new Martin Scorsese, right? Because he made that movie, and I think he took a really bold swing. He was like, "I'm the I had Martin Scorsese's blessing after Joker, and so now I'm going to make the next best movie in the world." And I think he just got a little too, I don't know, overambitious.
Right.
Yeah,
So
he
I take
took,
it
he
you
took
didn't
some bold swings.
you didn't love it?
It's not that I didn't love it, and it didn't upset me, but it
Yep.
confused the crap out of me, and not because I didn't understand it, Michael. I understood it just fine.
You
It's
didn't
just the
understand what he was
choices.
trying to do. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what it was.
Well,
Yeah, I didn't understand. I didn't
I've
get
had it
it, Michael.
I've
That's
had
the
it
thing. I
posited.
didn't get it.
I've had it theorized, David, that the vibe of the movie is that he didn't really want to make it. Um, the fact that the first one made almost $1 billion meant that someone was going to make it. He was probably just like, you're making it, or someone else will. So he did it.
Yeah.
Um, took what, 200 million bucks or whatever of the
Oh
studio's
yeah.
money,
Yeah.
and just made a really, like, a movie that just does not care what anyone thinks of it at all. Like, it doesn't sound like it was designed to please anyone in particular. And he just made the weird thing that he wanted to make, deconstructing everything, subverting everything.
Yeah.
I've heard people online saying, like, I was really thinking he was going to, like, rise up the criminal ranks in this one. And the spoilers, I haven't seen it, but I'm going to assume, I assumed beforehand that wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
And he was going to become the Joker. And I'm like, if you saw the first movie and thought he was going to go in like a traditional direction and like, this guy was a loser in the first one, I'm imagining he's just a
Yeah.
loser in the second one. And
Yeah.
it feels like, it, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it, but I kind of respect the. From what I've heard, it just seems like he made a movie that he wanted to make, and maybe Joaquin Phoenix wanted to make, and
Yeah.
does not give a shit if anyone likes it at all, and maybe
Yeah.
no
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
will.
Yeah.
And okay,
Yeah.
okay,
Honestly, I appreciated a lot about the movie. I really did. I really did like the direction that they took the Joker and Harley relationship. And like, I feel like
mhm.
you need to go into that movie expecting that they're not going to do the traditional Joker story. They're not going to
No,
do your
no,
traditional Harley story. That's
no.
not what it is. This is a completely fresh take. So anyone upset that they didn't see like Joker become the clown prince of crime, I feel like is a little bit unfair because the first
Oh,
movie never
no,
like indicated
that's
that
it.
that's where he was heading, right? Like,
No, it was the opposite. He was, yeah, complete opposite, like, of
yeah,
that, and
yeah,
a deliberate
I-
subversion of that idea,
yeah,
I think. Like,
yeah.
like
Um,
very weird. I
yeah,
mean, it just shows you how people read movies differently. Like, people saw that and it's like, oh, it's an origin, and he's going to go. Like, I saw it as like a deconstruction of the Joker. Like, this,
yeah.
in real life, this guy would just be a pathetic, sad, aggrieved, whining, you know, person who's had a bad life, but just
Yeah.
blames everyone else. Like, it's just
Yeah, yeah.
it's. I thought that was like the deliberate point of it. Whether you like it or not is up to you. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
love it. I thought it was pretty good, but to think that they thought that this one would be like the mad love, like Joker Harley classic thing, I just don't.
Yeah.
I would never have guessed that that's what it would be. So I'm
I
shocked
th
by people being so shocked. Having said that, something could happen in it that's just so ridiculous that I would agree with those people. But
yeah. Look,
I
I
don't know.
I feel like, yeah, the point of the first movie was like, this is what happens to a person when the system fails them, like, at every point, and they're just so downtrodden and so
Yes,
stepped upon that, they like, this is what happens, right? Like, this is
yes,
the end result is this, like, every
but
man that does
also,
these, like, these
and
terrible things
also,
and is then, like, upheld by the other downtrodden people in society, right? And the second movie, I feel like forgets what, like, the
oh,
point of that, and
well,
like the system continues to kind of like like mess with him, but
yep,
there's without spoiling it, like that
yep.
message of like someone rising above it or like it transforming him into something greater
Ah,
is lost.
yeah, okay. So that's really interesting. So,
Yeah,
yeah, so that's funny. I've always, like, everything you said I agree with, but I would add, but also the guy is a complete total selfish loser who takes no responsibility for any of his own decisions. So it's all of the above, like a victim of the system, but like embraces victimhood. Like it's this like loser element that I always thought the
Yeah,
first
yeah,
one was quite deliberate. Like he's just a loser, and the whole
yeah,
rising up at the end, it's kind of a little bit pathetic. Like it's a
yeah,
small victory for him, but
yeah,
like I think you're meant to see him. I still think you're meant to see him as pathetic. I don't know. Maybe that's just anyway. I don't know. But that's really interesting. You know what? That almost makes me more excited to check it out.
yeah.
Um,
Look, I'm
yeah,
I'm always keen on a different take to it. Like I love Elseworlds, and that's all. Like
that's all this is.
like
Yeah.
every new take is an Elseworlds. You know, like this last Ninja
Yep.
Turtles movie, Mutant Mayhem. Like that was just an Elseworlds of the TMNT. You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
it's cool. Like
Honestly,
it's just a
I'm
different
at the
take.
point,
It's a
Dave.
different aesthetic.
Are you at the point like me where if something's disconnected from everything else, I'm just more interested? Because I'm getting tired of like the interconnectedness of like Marvel TV and movies. I can't keep up anymore. I can't watch them
Yeah,
all. I'm getting exhausted. And I forget who
yeah,
everyone relates to everyone else. So if you tell me this is just its own little weird thing and we're just going to do a whole bunch of weird things,
yeah,
that's almost more comic book
yeah,
accurate to me. Like just,
dude. Yeah. I'm
you
I'm
know,
super fatigued on Marvel, but and all of that kind of you need to watch all of it if you want to be up on the story. But that said, like
yep,
if James Gunn's DC like kicks off well enough, like I'm all in, dude, 100%. Like I
I
really want
am,
that for DC, just because I haven't seen it done as well as
yeah,
Marvel did it in their first few phases. But you're
yep,
right, dude. I am fatigued by like I don't want to see TMNT like 1990 just retold again. Like so many
no,
people were complaining about like they didn't do the comics. Yeah, but they did the comics already. Like they did the comics in TMNT 90 and they did the
yeah,
comics in the animated series in 2003. Like I
yeah,
I don't want to see that again. Like that I
yeah.
can just watch
I,
those again, you know?
if James Gunn makes a Batman movie, and if there is a string of Martha Wayne's pearls hitting an alley, I'm
Yeah,
not keen. I just don't
I
want to do
know.
it. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
just part of our cultural psyche now. We don't need to see the same stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And there's a
Even
needle
even
to
Chris
thread.
Nolan got that message because it was so fast, you know? You heard it.
Yeah, he
You
just got
didn't
it out of the
see
way.
it.
Yep,
Yeah, yeah,
yep.
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
fine. But like we just don't need it at this point.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm all for something fresh. But it's got to be a mix. Like I don't want everything to be subversive or deconstructionist. You want to get the like the classic stuff. You want everything ideally.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm glad that something weird like Joker and Joker 2 exist. Even if I hate them, I'm glad they. Um, if only to reaffirm maybe why we like. But yeah, we do like the traditional stuff from time to time. It's actually good to have a healthy mix. Otherwise, yeah, everything can get a bit sludgy and repetitive. Um,
Yeah, yeah,
Cool. All
100%,
right.
dude.
Well, you've
Right.
made me actually more interested to check it out. Maybe I will go to the movies if I can find some time away from the kids and get out there. Thank you, David. I've got to
Yeah.
fly, man. This has
No, well,
been so much fun. Let's do it
yeah.
again.
Well, definitely, dude. Thank you for turning up for it, and yeah, thanks for being a good sport and kicking my ass and not rubbing my
Yep.
nose in it too hard.
So where should
Uh,
everyone look? Where should everyone look for the team photos? Insta.
Instagram probably, and
Yep. Cool.
I mean, should we just have the polls in like one place, like
Yeah,
because
I think you host the polls, brother. I'll send you my
should
photo
I?
and you put the poll. Yep.
All
One
right,
poll is
no
the only
worries.
way to work.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, sweet. We'll do that then. Yeah, so just
Thanks,
keep an
man.
eye on my Insta at dave.cave.dave. And yeah, I'll have those photos up in the next maybe couple of days or the next week or so.
Next.
No rush.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'll share this
An eye out.
list and everyone can take a look at it and then just wait for our photos. But yeah, do you want to plug anything you've got happening, man? You've been posting a bunch of reviews lately. You're getting onto that new stuff, aren't you?
Yeah, I've been reviewing some stuff. I'm sort of up to date with all my reviews, but I'm getting the a whole bunch of stuff hopefully soon in the post. Finally getting my Forever Batmobile and a few other things. So once all that's
Yeah.
unpacked and in my display, I think I'm about due to do a collection video again. There's been a lot of reshuffling and just
Yeah.
moving things around, and I just sort of
Yeah.
they're always fun to do, and they're just
Yeah.
people want it. People always like show me what you've got there, and I think you should do that too, Dave.
Yeah, I know, dude. And I've been meaning to literally from the start, but I wanted to get the room right. And this pulling all of my like Justice League figures off the shelf is like the perfect excuse. I actually bought like 4 extra shelves to slot in to the
Nice.
bookcases. So I'm going to
Yep.
have some extra shelves. So this is exactly the thing that I needed to kind of get that process happening, because I need to obviously take everything off the shelves, put the new shelves in, and then put them back. So once I get
Yeah,
everything back on the shelves and I have everything kind of displayed again nicely, I'm going to do my first like collection tour. So that'll be happening
beautiful.
as soon as I can. And
All
I've
right,
decided what I'm doing.
Before Christmas, buddy.
Yeah,
Make
yeah,
it
for
make it
sure.
a Christmas present.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. I've decided what I'm doing with that dark side video. I'm not doing a review. I'm gonna
All right.
make like a short film, if you
Like
will.
that, old man.
Yeah.
It's gonna make a short film. Okay.
Nothing to, no, just take a bunch of photos and string them together with some word balloons and make a little like motion comic kind of thing.
That
And
yeah.
see how that goes, and yeah, do that little giveaway on that dark side video. And also, my
That sounds
forever
awesome.
Batmobile is right there, and yeah,
Lovely.
all the other stuff I'm sitting on, I haven't gotten on top of those reviews yet, but yeah, all of that stuff will be coming soon.
Lots of good stuff. Thank you to everyone
Yeah,
who did watch this live, and if you watch it on the
including
re-record,
yourself.
thank you as well.
Yeah, thanks guys. Thanks for tuning in, and thanks for the comments earlier, guys. Until next time, we'll see you later.
Bye, Dad.
See you, man. Hold on, where do I stop this?
You'll figure it out.
Just keep waving.
Wow, we're still doing this, huh?